Alright, guys and gals, let's finish up the Nightmare Shark ship by LEGO DREAMZzz. This is set number 71469. Contains roughly 1,400 bricks, retails for $139.99. And the set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. And remember, in the last installments, we stopped at bag 9. Okay, reason being is, whoa, that bags 10 and 11 are basically the same, and they're just mirrors. And they go to this thing here. So, for this installment, we are going to be focusing on bags 10 and 11 at the same time. And yeah, you can call me nuts all you want. That's how it is. Looking right there. And right about there's the bottom. Let me see if I can tip this down a bit more here for you. There we go. And well, let's get started here. So it doesn't really matter, but just for safety's sake, we're going to start like this. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I was kind of watching some old reruns of The Price is Right, and I forgot they have that Drew guy on there, and I kind of miss old Bob Barker on the shows. I'm sorry, but what's his name? Drew Carey, he puts me to sleep. Not trying to be mean, but I was watching the newer Price is Right, and I thought, and he needs to get a little more enthusiastic in those. If anybody remembers, though, especially if you grew up back in the day when you were sick and you're off of school, that's pretty much what you watched there, was the old Price is Right with old Bob Barker. I was just kind of watching some of their blooper reels on there. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay. I'm missing some inverted slopes in here. Okay, I see one. And I see the other one. So, yeah, we're going to try to do this mirror style and see if we get it right here. I mean, we got to have a little fun with these. I can't make them always perfect. So the one on the left is the one I'm working from bag 10, and 11 is going to be the reflection of it. And see if we can speed through this. I want to get this done, and I don't think I'm going to have it reviewed tonight. It's the 23rd of June 2023. And I just want to kind of get this done. I don't think I'm going to be able to... I may be able to do the whole review tonight and have it done. Would be really cool. Oh, but we got stickers to put on this stuff now. All right. And the only thing that's really different is probably this piece here. So we're going to have to place the sticker on this. Yeah, I remember, though, watching the old Price is Right when I was a kid. If you were sick or staying home, or it was a holiday, or if it was raining outside, that was how you did it. This one goes over here. And when we heard old Bob Barker was retiring years ago, it was like, I think it was in maybe the mid to late 2000s, and sadly, that was my childhood there. Just like many of you say that my Lego videos are your childhood. Of course, we didn't have YouTube back then, but all right. I think this is the only difference, is this piece here, and that's it. No more stickers. And I really want to just get this set behind me. I really want to get back into the mock stuff. I need to start turning down offers So if I ever get any more of these type of sets, I'll be happy to decline those offers, unless I have nothing to do. I'm still short 14 videos for the year. I got a couple of ideas planned for next year in terms of new style of mocks and stuff, but yep, this is a bedside build tonight. As a matter of fact, it's actually quiet for once. Wait, that's not supposed to go there. It's actually a corner plate. Yeah, when you're doing nothing but gray and black bricks, it gets kind of bland, so. And I talked about this in the last installment. It was just, the set was just starting to get kind of boring. And, I mean, except for maybe the pinks piercing through, it's just, it's rather just, I'm just going to bluntly say it, it's just kind of a dry build. Some parts are a little interesting, but most of this is just, I'm trying to just get it done at this point. You shouldn't feel like that about a set. So I'm putting off 2 projects right now for this. You know, what can I do? I already accepted it. It's here at the house. I have to do it. I can't just shove it under the bed and pretend that it doesn't exist. Or throw it in the back of the closet and just be like, I didn't see a thing. Oh, these are already mixed up anyways. Does it really matter? All right. Okay. I'm finding more parts for up there than I'm down here. Yeah, I've been watching the news lately about that submarine, that little, what is it, a 4 or 6 person sub going down to the Titanic. And what is it, about 13,000 feet? And I think only military stuff can go up to about 3,500. And yeah, watch it. They said they may have found all the debris for it. That's a sad way to go. Okay, I think this, let me make sure here. I think it goes like that. And then this one here goes like this. All right. Now what I'm doing here, you don't have to do this at all. Okay. But here's the thing. I can get it done quicker. Yes, you stick the headlight bricks on like that. And there's 2 different colors. You got to be careful which ones you pick. Kind of looking over my shoulder here. Well, if I can't find that piece, then I got this one. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so if you don't think you can handle this type of building where you're doing mirrors, don't Don't do it. Just don't think you can, unless you can. If you can always take your time, and well, that's just barely hanging on there, but that's what it calls for. The sand blue 1x3 flat tile, that's pretty rare. Yeah, I'm a little quiet. I'm just kind of tired. And I figure if I can get this done, it'd be really cool just to get it out of here. I'm still going to try to do an honest review. It's just, for me as an adult, I just don't find this exciting, you know. I couldn't imagine if... Well, obviously it's more exciting than the silly Mario sets. Hold on. Oh, it goes like that. I was like, wouldn't we run into that stud? No. Yeah, I think it's the color palette that's making this kind of gloomy. I would have to say that this is about the same as the Black Panther sets I put together, where it was just kind of... I mean, black has its places, but where about 90% of the build is gray and black, it's... Okay. Okay, this goes on here. So I'm assuming this one goes on the other side. Like that. Okay. And we're not done yet. Jay, I thought you were done. No, I'm not even close. I don't have any more things to chat about or something. And, you know... I think I need to get it some sand blue tiles. So these are pretty much duplicates here. Kind of want to just throw in the towel on this one. Yeah, I do the review though. It may still have some good play value too. We don't know. Okay, I can't find it, so what am I gonna do? Start pulling out all the gray pieces until we find it. So if you're starting to get sleepy and you need a good night's sleep, or if you're just restless, this set will do it. I'm just kind of already bored with it already. I don't see a 1x1 plate in here for that. I saw the round brick that I needed, but it goes at the bottom down here. I'm missing a 1x1 plate, so I don't know. Unless it is different on one side. It might be. I may have to look, because now I'm kind of stumped here. I think it's just this exciting color that LEGO threw in this set. It's just, let me check under here. All right, let me take a look. If it's different at this point, then now we're gonna have to abort. You know, I better not say that word. It'll probably get me in trouble. Yeah. Okay, this thing's different. This thing's different. So I can't do any more here. So now we're going to have to proceed on. Okay, so 10 and 11 or slightly different. So that let that be known if you're building this set for your... Let me take this off here. So we're going to have to stop. And at least we caught it in time, because that right there would have caused a mistake. Like I said, you always got to try something new. And all right. I mean, it looked like, I mean, it may be just that one piece and that's it, but I don't want to take a risk and have to rip this whole thing apart again. Yeah, I was trying to find a faster way to get rid of this. From what I was told, these were supposed to be something pretty cool, but... So even if somebody like myself who, you know, has autism and stuff, this is not even keeping my interest. It's just boring. Boring, and it's starting to get fragile. So I do the index, I'll just index it as both bags 10 and 11. Oh, more of those things. I remember when I was building monster fighters, it wasn't as bad as this. I got to build 2 of these here. No telling if they're different. I mean, I could probably pre-build them, but I don't want to have to take it apart again. I'm trying to hurry up and get it done, not make it worse. Imagine if my mom or my dad bought me this set. I'd be a whole new term of crying a river. Like, out of all the fun stuff, you're doing this thing, and yeah, maybe we'll see if we can have some fun with it here. Alrighty. Okay. So this thing actually gets attached here. So I think what it does, well, that just fell off. Let's make it worse, huh? Is that where it's supposed to sit? I don't even know if it's set here or here. Like, it may just fit there, I don't know. That's uneven, so what do? I think that's where that's supposed to be, and this is supposed to sit here. And it's supposed to rest on that stud, I think. Yeah. There we go, we survived that. Jay, you don't look too amused, or you just seem like you're kind of out of it. Yeah, this is kind of bleak. It started off okay with the bedroom and stuff and the colors, but I mean, yeah. I don't think it's because I'm tired. It's just I built some sets when I'm tired, and man, it wakes you up. But this one here, I know that some people on the Ambassador Network are like, "Oh, you're going to hurt the designer's feelings." Well, that's what I mean. Come on now. I mean, even I build stuff that some people just don't like, and that's just how it is. And or I could have done this or improved that, and I kind of learned from my lessons. Like, okay, I need to. Next time I build this, I'm going to build a little better where it's a little more entertaining. There we go. Got that in there. And that's it for bag 10. But we're not going to mark it. We're going to continue with bag 10 and 11 here. So we already went up to this thing here. It's a mirror up to this. And then here, it's just a 1x2 plate. And then we're working on this side here. Like that. So it's slightly different. Okay. And yeah. I know that big castle only had a. It was mostly just gray, but I don't know. Maybe because this is a fantasy build. I don't know. I don't have a lot of these lattice windows, so they're pretty cool to have. I already got a couple ideas I could use these for. I can't tell you because I have competitors who watch my content hoping I'd slip up and be like, oh, here, oh, Jay leaked it. Oh, now I can build the tutorial before he does and have it published before he does anything. Yeah, I don't want that to happen, so. And we got some handguns here. Alrighty. Must be a warship. Lego, you're not supposed to be doing war stuff. What's with the war stuff here, huh? And then these go here. Yeah, so it's just that one piece that was off, but the rest of these now look like they're all the completely mirrored. So there's only like two subtle differences here. The piece that was down here and then that right there. Yeah, I did learn a lesson though about someone keeping me up late at night to play video games. I am going to turn off that Wi-Fi tonight before I go to bed. So I'm ensure that there's no internet here at the house. Yeah, you're going to have to multitask. You're going to have to line it up with this stud here and this area. Once you get it in there, that's it. You're done with it. Really flimsy. That's why you notice in my tutorials I always sound chipper and stuff like that, or something that's interesting. And, you know, it's like somebody with autism and stuff. You know, honestly, even for me, I'm losing focus here real quick. I forgot to put these plates up here. Yeah, I forgot to put those there. Do I really care? Not particularly. This is supposed to go up here a while back. There's a set I wish they would have sent me, though. Would have been really fun commentary. I don't get to pick, unfortunately. I get to say what theme I'm interested in, but I can't just say, hey, I'm interested in, like this. Say this was a lot of 10. I can't just pick which ones I want. And all right, now we got to open this up here. And then you load it up with a bunch of weapons. So, looks like this is held up like that, so that's not safe. And we got some of these little old school handguns that I can care less about. Somebody had said you don't like weapon builds. I'm like, not particularly. And there we go. And that's essentially it for bags 10 and 11. And I got 3 more left to do. We'll have to stick with it here. Let's move on to bag 12. And I got 3 more miserable things left to put together. I see something in a carton. I don't know if that's capes or what. Yeah, those are capes with parts stuck in there. So yeah, at least that's probably the only color that comes with the set is that. And yep, we're going to be doing minifigures now. At least it's a change from the black stuff, but I always hated putting capes on. Like I said, I really like to throw in the towel on this set, but I gotta fold these things and all that stuff. And I'm getting tired too. Not much of a help here with it. That's why I pulled the torso out immediately, because if you've ever tried to put capes on, you don't get them on just right. They look like they just don't look good. So let me get myself comfortable here. And if what's his name is not quiet, I'm going to shut the internet off for a week. I mean, it's like getting close to 3 in the morning and everybody else in here is asleep. And I was told by his mom not to worry about it. I'm thinking, well, okay. I won't worry about it all right because I'll stop the problem. Not my fault you sleep in all day. All right, see, this is what I'm saying. This thing's a total bitch to put on. So we'll be here for about 30 minutes trying to get these on. Capes are just, I don't get along with capes very well, and we got 2 of these little bastards to put on. Yeah, I've been saying a lot of bad words in this video, but yeah. That's why this channel here is raw and uncut. All right, I better not sneeze. We'll straighten it up later, so I'm making sure the torso is on correctly. And then now I can raise these arms up and get all the wrinkles out of it. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't too fun to put on there. And then we got shoulder guards. Yeah, let's just make it all weird. It's bad they didn't put a belt on top of that, and the shoulder guards would have been even more of a challenge. Give me a good old-fashioned city set any day. All right, and does it matter which way her head is facing? And of course, it's got to be on backwards. Try not to mess up the cape or the skirt or whatever it is. Nonetheless, though, she does have a nice wig. Not too bad. And then we got a sword to put with her, a blue one. Okay. Well, gotta go get that now. Like I said, these minifigures can take some time to put together. Whew. After this one, only got 7 more of these sets left to put together, and I don't think they're going to get any better. And essentially, she's done. Double-sided head and stuff. Set her over there. And now we can start building more figures. Cool. Whole set is just full of minifigures. So we got all these parts, right? Now I'm just looking for the... We got to start with the little things first. And you can tell by the tone of my voice, I'm just bored with it. I mean, I'm sure probably a young kid is going to probably fall in love with this. Is that black or is that just... Hard to say if that's black, but that right there is dark stone gray. Okay, there's a black one. Just be careful what colors. You want to put the black ones on the clip. I could be building some more camping tutorials or something. All right. Now, I've had a few, though, tell me I shouldn't be so blunt on these reviews, and I have to correct them, like, you need to go to another YouTube channel that will filter and censor those for you. Here, I just speak what's on the mind. Well, Jay, you're complaining too much. Okay, then I'll just... What if I just told you this is the best set you can buy? I mean, some want to hear that. I remember when I was buying the old, at least it's single-sided, when I was buying the old Death Star, I literally just was really kind of hesitant on buying that. And what sold me on it was probably a 10 or 11-year-old kid. And we got horns to put on this thing. When he was talking about the working elevator and the trash compactor and how things worked and how easy it was to put together. So I kind of just started following some of the building strategies that he did, or the review strategies, because he was covering topics that a lot of the big boys weren't doing. And that's why I talk about build experience, build quality, retention. Did it keep my interest? Had another part fall on the floor. Now, hope I can get it. Yeah, there's a printed piece too. All right. And we're not done with that booger yet. Okay. Jay, you sound like you're frustrated. No, I'm not frustrated. It's just looking across the room on the parts I got in my haul, and I thought, oh man, I could literally just make a couple of mocks and tutorials out of that. What am I doing? Building some voodoo doll thing here. There, he's got his fork ready for dinner. Okay. Now we can continue on here with this. Do the big stuff now. And then after this, I got to send up some more videos to YouTube. Right now I'm actually processing a video. I am editing a video. And I'm doing other things. And then I'm working on this. Matter of fact, I'm still working on the second video now on the build. This one's got some more color to it, but it's not like pinks and reds and greens and yellows and stuff and blues. It's all very bland colors. We're working right here. Can't find one piece. All right, let's start pulling out by color. And it's black, of course. At least it's not white on a white table, huh? Okay, found it. Okay. All right. Yeah, some people say I just complain too much. And I'm like, well, no. Matter of fact, when people say I complain too much, I say, watch my mocks and tutorials. I never complain in those. Those are all freehand builds. I mean, literally, they're freehand. It's like tutorials. If I make a mistake, there you go. It's just how it is. And another corner plate here. Looks like we're working on this piece here now. Yeah, I can just picture myself being probably 12 years old and then my parents buying me this versus a gas station or a firehouse. I'd be crying, thinking, for $140 and I'm not even really entertained. Yeah, yeah. My build, I mean, the build quality on this is so far pretty good. But my build experience is kind of degraded here. Okay. All right, so we got some handcuffs that go over here. And honestly, this would probably look better if this is all pink, or it looked normal or something like that. Yeah, I have a lot of people in my community that like set building. Because mock building, they've even told me, is too hard. So that's how this is supposed to open up. Boy, that is not even budging. Is that even supposed to open up? Oh. Okay. These are backwards. It's all black, so now it opens up. Okay. I'm glad now I tested that, because that right there would have been that was a catastrophic error. Okay, there's actually supposed to be a stud here. Did I put one on this side? Yep, just forgot to put it here. There we go, much better. Oh wow, there's actually white in here now. Wow, okay. Wow, that's unusual to have white in here. And yeah, I'm just getting bored of this. It wasn't like doing like the other stuff I was really kind of hyped over. This one here is, I know I've said it a million times, but that's why I'm kind of quiet. I'm trying to think of some other stories to talk about to kind of kill the boredom. Boy, now it feels like I'm in a crawl on this one now. Yeah, I think I'd rather be going through a root canal than doing this. I've had a root canal before. They're not bad. They're just time consuming and expensive. Well, it's the same thing with this, that it's expensive and time consuming. Okay. Yeah, if I'm editing this right now, I'm quiet. I'm not just stepping away from the camera. I'm dealing with this. That's kind of where I like to do the speed builds, is through the quiet parts. Like I said, I've never heard of this animation. Oh, wait a minute, that's right, cartoon. No, yeah, it's an animation. I don't know. And never heard of it. If this was a Pokemon set, it'd probably be a bit different. But LEGO will never get into those. Okay, so this goes right here. This would be nice if it had some more color to it. Yeah. It feels like I'm crawling. How much time have I spent on this right now so far? 17 minutes? Wow, I'll be here for a while. I may have to split this apart even more into smaller builds, huh? Come in and finish the last couple of bags. Oh, now we're really getting fragile now. I just gotta put both of these on here at the same time. So you just have to hold it in and guide the other one in. It's kind of flimsy there. And we got more. At least it's not black parts. Oh, I meant wrong one. I thought this would have went on there. I am missing... Oh, here it is. Hoping to get this wrapped up and do a review on it, but I'm getting tired, so I'm going to just build it, do my notes, and then do the review the next day while I'm refreshed, so I can remember how bad this was. May have to do that. At least the eye's printed. Okay, the white part of the eye is supposed to go at the top. And then this goes down. Well, it goes backwards like that. So the eye actually faces this way. Here we go. Must be where the captain sits at, huh? Oh man, I gotta make 4 of these. They're mirrored. Oh, yuck. That's what I'm doing there. Boy, for this being pink, it looks like something you'd see like a Disney set. No, this is the color. Probably why they use pink. Imagine if they used white on this. It'd be so boring. You wouldn't want to put it together. And well, let me get that one. Yeah, we'll be here for about 30 minutes putting together bag 12. I mean, it's all small stuff at this point. You can just see it's just all really tiny pieces. All right. Imagine when I was doing the campground. Remember when I was doing the campground updates? I was really involved in that, and then you get to something like this, you're like, oh. I remember what I said, your vegetables before your dessert. Another piece that drops. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to probably not get a really good score in terms of build experience. Because what am I going to flat out say when I do the video? It was boring. It started off okay, and I think it's the colors that just made it feel like I had to hurry up and get it done. And that's essentially what I would say about this. I wouldn't sugarcoat it or anything. And a lot of people want me to do that. Jay, you got to sugarcoat this. My child really wants this. If you got a child who really wants this, that's cool. I tip my hat off to him or her. But this is rated for 10 and up. Honestly, if I was 10 years old, I'd rather be out mowing the lawn than putting this together. Yeah, I may complain a little too much, but I mean, there's some good build techniques out of here. And they do have these handcuffs, and no, that's not the handcuffs, something else. Well, I haven't even hit that yet. I've still got the bolt bin. I've only pulled out one piece out of it. And yeah, we got more small stuff. I mean, that's all you see up here is small pieces. This is one miserable bag. Hold on, let me bring this over here. All right. Yes, I'm going to be bumping into the camera a lot. I'm getting kind of restless here because, you know, yeah. I remember I was doing the Disney, the Icon set. That set was just, I think the only thing I dinged off for because the build wasn't that organized. And other than that, it was a very fun, colorful build. Build quality was good. Build experience was kind of average. But something like this, my build experience is going to be... I'm not necessarily going to say it's slow, but if it's something that I'm just kind of not wanting to build, it's going to feel like it's taken forever. Especially when it's all little pieces, almost all the same color. All right. And these go right here. I don't know, that sticks out too far. Let me make sure here. No. They go here, but that's a big gap under there. Or am I supposed to push that in even further? I think it's supposed to go there. Wait a minute. Or am I putting it on wrong? Oh, this one goes over here. Okay. Yeah, they tell you to build them pretty much at the same time here. Except this holder's facing backwards. Or maybe that's how it's supposed to be. My bad. I just want to rage quit on this ugly old thing. All right. Yeah, I'm never getting the dreams set again. Yeah, I'm going to be dreaming all right. You know what I'm going to be dreaming? I'm going to be happy, dreaming happy thoughts when this is out of my inventory. Or when it's thrown inside the tote for part out. That's when I will be happy, is when this thing is gone. Because it's just... I'm spending a lot of time putting little parts on. And I mean, you should be able to put some small parts on, but not when I'm feeling like this about a set. Okay, Janet, I know you're watching. You're probably already asleep by now. You probably fell asleep watching this thing. I got chains for the top. And we got to make 4 lanterns. We're getting there, guys and gals. We're getting there. It's taken a long time, but we're going to get there. At least these have got some color in it. Mommy, 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 I want the shark ship. The nightmare shark ship. Oh yeah, you're gonna get a nightmare, all right. You're really gonna get a nightmare putting this together. Mommy, mommy, mommy. Jacifer made fun of the dark ship. Yeah. I mean, honestly, how does it even go on, or does it really matter? Yeah, I was watching an episode of Modern Marvels, and I noticed that they were using some soundtrack from Spiral the Dragon. I was like, wow, really? It was from Fireworks Factory. I remember that one. It had that beep, and you had to run real fast and get through the castle. Because all the things will try to get you in there. Spiral the Dragon was where it was at back then. And now it's Spiral pretty much does the same old stuff now. And as fun as that game was back in the day, yeah, it's not really up to par now with all the modern graphics and vectors and stuff. You'd think they'd have brought out. Well, they got the Reignited trilogy, but oh yay, more parts, more small parts, cool. I was just like, yeah, wow. How much they had to pay to use that guy's audio from the game. I can't think of his name was Stu or Stewart something that wrote up the soundtrack for Spiral the Dragon. I have a feeling those are going to go in the stud launchers. Trying to get this to where you can see it. And that's not going in all the way. Oh, there we go. I just had to wiggle them in. And the steering wheel goes here. So this ship is so advanced, it's got a tilt wheel. Ooh. What happened? You didn't have that in black or purple too? It shows you got to open both sides up. And then you got to stick the wheel in there. Okay. The wheel is attached to here. And it's facing this. So indeed, that's where the captain steers the ship. Right there. Okay. And no, we are not done yet. We got to build some kind of little bunny rabbit. The blue Hershey's bunny. We'll set him in there. Goes right down in there. I think they would have put him in before we started putting all this clamshell together, and then we got an hourglass. It's like these were just afterthoughts. It's like, wow. Like, well, you couldn't do that while we were here, huh? Set that in there. And we're still working on 12. We're getting close. So you got a treasure chest, put 2 gold ingots in there, and those are ingot tiles. And then we got to put the lid on. And Does that actually get attached to the ship now? Wait, we just built this thing here. Okay, and then we hadn't even attached it to anything. But the treasure chest goes back in here. Make sure it goes. Let me set this off frame here for a second. And it goes right on this jumper plate in here like this. Sits right in there. I'll show you here. That's where it's supposed to sit. And then it tells you it wants you to load it up with stud launchers. You got the magical hand from outer space coming in and telling you to shoot things with that. You just need 4 of those, which we're not putting those in. And then this thing here goes on the top. So does it just sit on there? Okay, I bet this. So I guess, well, how do you get access into that, huh? When I set that on there, I can't even open these little doors up. Huh. That's what it looks like there, but... And that's it. Remember, a bunch of these were going to be used for the stud launcher things. And had 1 extra black stud. And that's what we have remaining. And yeah, finally got that bag done. Probably 30 minutes. Okay, for my sanity, I'm going to go ahead and stop here. And I'm getting tired, so... Yeah, another minifigure with a cape and a belt and stuff. Oh, no, thank you. We're going to call it a night on this one here. So let me put that in there. And just wanted to share with you my thoughts on this. And yeah, pretty much I'm tired of working on this. It's not the most exciting build, so... Bag 13, we got 13 and 14 left, and for the most part it's a lot more stuff. So essentially what we did was work on this little the captain's bridge area. Make sure I said that right, because I don't want somebody getting their bridges in a ruffle there, but there it is, and it's all done. And yeah, so I gotta figure out how this opens up. This doesn't open unless you pull it off, but I don't know. My mind's so clouded right now. That's how exciting this set is, so I can't keep my excitement anymore. So anyways, tell me what you think of this set so far. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm getting bored with it.